Good day, YouTubers. Time for a spot of royalty. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card, Divination, and Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment. All right, so Prince Harry flies in to speak in Italy, Sicily, Italy, at a Google Illuminati climate change retreat. And I chose this picture. This is the Temple of Hera. I believe Coldplay is playing here. You can see the participants. It's beautiful weather in Sicily. It's kind of desert, so it's not going to rain. Probably 300 days of sunshine a year. It's very pleasant. It's hot during the day and cool at night. And I chose this picture because it's the Temple of Hera. Okay, so of course they're going to worship a pagan god. Let's read a little bit from the Daily Mail. Prince Harry flew on a private jet and a helicopter paid for by Google to get to the tech giant's Hypocritical Sicily climate change camp. And the prince will need to plant 190 trees just to offset one leg of the trip. So both ways, just Prince Harry flying in a private jet and helicopter needs to plant 380 trees for the additional carbon emissions that he put into the air. Google hosted a climate change summit which cost $20 million and pumped tons of CO2 into the atmosphere. Okay, so the prince flew via private jet from London to Palermo, Italy, and then took a helicopter to the summit in Verdura. All right, let's read some more. How Camp Google racked up an 800-ton carbon footprint flying hypocritical celebrities to this environmental thing on 114 private jets. Okay, so it's 800 tons of additional carbon were put into the air just by the celebrities flying their private jets to this bash. Okay, the 300 guests at the secretive camp mingled on $400 million mega yachts and cruised around Sicily in $200,000 cars before watching Coldplay's Chris Martin perform in ancient ruins. This is Hera, the Temple of Hera, which cost another $100,000 to rent. Google picked up the tab for their flights, their accommodation, and their entertainment on the 3-day Google camp. Okay, and Harry gave an impassioned speech. Who were some of the celebrities that were there? Christine Lagarde, who runs the European Central Bank, okay, banking. David Geffen, Bradley Cooper, Katy Perry, Diane von Furstenberg, Orlando Bloom, Stella McCartney, Gayle King, she's everywhere, Mark Zuckerberg, Barack Obama, Tom Cruise, George Clooney, Naomi Campbell, and Barry Diller from Expedia. This is a very interesting It's very interesting. And these people are Illuminati. Okay? They're one world government people. And the Illuminati want three things. They want a one world government, okay, no borders. They want a one world religion. They want to murder Christians and Jews. And the most persecuted people on the planet now are by far and away Christians, not Muslims, not anybody else, Christians. Okay, and a one world monetary system. This is what the Illuminati want. Okay, this is why there's a big push to eliminate the borders of Europe and the United States. And, because then they can create a disaster and control everyone. And that disaster, I think, is going to happen. We're really close to a disaster. So let's do a mini. Why is Harry at this retreat? Is it the Benjamins? Is he trying to collect some Benjamins? Because these are the wealthiest people on the planet. Why is Harry at this retreat? And why didn't Meghan show up? I mean, this is her natural environment, celebrities. Why is Harry here? Mustard seed giving a message. Diamond ring, committed and union. Woman, the climate change. The good earth. Ruler, royal family. Angel, fake halo pressed down on his head. You're not good enough. You're polluting. You're a bigot. You're sexist. Okay, and the Temple of Hera Hera was Zeus's wife. She represents marriage, fidelity, and little babies. Okay, there's no real marriage anymore. The real divorce rate is around 85%. 50% of first marriages end in divorce. 74% of second marriages end in divorce. 91% of third marriages end in divorce. And if you add all that up, it's about 85%. So it's all about cognitive dissonance here. Okay, they're having a rock concert at the Temple of Hera, and she stands for marriage, fidelity, and babies. And these are the things that they are destroying. Okay, so it's just all cognitive dissonance. Okay, and they're at a climate change conference, and they're polluting like they put 800 tons of carbon emissions just flying there. You think $500,000 for a baby shower is extravagant? No. This is much, much more extravagant. So they're trying to appear as angels. Okay, but here in the bottom is the snake. The snake is a devil and a deceiver. So they're trying to get commitments. There's a couple of commitment cards. It all appears very nice, but underlying, there's the deceiving, lying snake in the Garden of Eden. Are Harry and Meghan expecting to be cut off from the royal family? Okay, because it's really looking like, they don't serve the royal family. They seem to be serving only themselves. Is Harry here huckstering for private donations? Okay, because it looks like Charles is cutting Harry and Meghan off, and that's how they fund all their charities. And the Queen has not picked them up, and she may cut them off. So are Harry and Meghan here expecting to be cut off? Are they expecting to be cut off? Is that why he's here? Yes. Because if you cut off the money, they're essentially not really royals anymore. So is Harry expecting to be cut off? Butterfly, transformation, the man is transforming. Yes, in key ways. And coming out to the world. Sun exposes everything. 13 and 9, 22, 6 diamonds to all the people. He's transforming. Harry is transforming, yes. Okay, and in the last reading, I saw that Meghan was very, very transformative. Harry is transformed, and he's just showing that he's transformed. I don't know. These are all the Illuminati. Are Harry and Meghan currently setting up a private foundation entirely separate from the royal family? I mean, is that what they're doing? Because that's what it looks like they're here to do. Are Harry and Meghan setting up an entirely separate charitable foundation entirely separate from the royal family? Is that what they're doing? Because that's what it looks like they're doing. Here's rooting. Because as you may recall, okay, literally the minute Meghan entered, got married to Harry, she was pushing for completely separate foundation, separate everything. And it was no, 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 no. And she, over time, she's a wrecking ball. She just keeps after you and keeps after you and keeps after you. Now they have their own Instagram, and what are they doing with this crazy Instagram? And then they were removed from the joint, the Fab Four charities. Now Charles is removing them. Are they now pushing to be completely separate? Because this is what Meghan wanted all along. I believe this will destroy Harry, ultimately. And that may be the point. Okay, Meghan may actually, because of psychological issues, she may actually wish to destroy Harry, because I've seen people like this. Okay, 11 and 11, 22, all the people, 6 diamonds. City, player, Trinity, working everything together for the public image in the world. Are they setting up a separate foundation? Working everything together in the world for all the people and the public image. Reacting to the situation. Yeah. So I asked, okay, the underlying situation is, are they about to be cut off monetarily by the royal family? And the underlying situation, this is 11 and 5, 16, 4 spades. The end, reacting to the end to being cut off by the royal family. That is their fear. That's why Harry's out here. So working everything together in the world, in all the people, yeah. So I think he's out here trying to set up a completely separate foundation. What is the spiritual tenor of this meeting? Because I would note, okay, that terrible man Epstein, who I read in my cards, he was an agent for a foreign government. He was setting up a honey trap. He set up his own pagan temple on his private island, and they put chains in a dungeon. Of course they're going to do that. Okay, here these people are, these pagan, and of course they're having a rock concert at a pagan deity. Okay, and I went on Wikipedia to look up Hera. Okay, that's where I went. What is the spiritual tenor of this meeting? I want to see what the cards say. What is the spiritual tenor of this meeting? Because, it's not a mistake that they're worshiping at a temple of a pagan god. Of course it's non-Christian. Of course it is. It's anti-Christ. It's against Christ. Okay, so what is the spiritual tenor of this meeting? I want to see what we see. Karmic shift, scapegoat, inheritance. Interesting. Oh, here's the devil. I was kind of looking for the devil. I wanted to see if the devil would pop up. So the devil is in the underlying. Okay, love and good intentions with the devil. 11, 13, 14, the foundation, 4 diamonds. The foundation is love of the devil. Love of Satan. Okay, scapegoat is, if you're doing a spiritual reading, scapegoat is those cast out by God, those outside of the kingdom of God. The firm foundation is outside of the kingdom of God. A big change to set up the foundation outside the kingdom of God. Yeah, so this is not a mistake. This is exactly the same thing that Epstein is doing. Of course, they're going to perform a worship at a pagan temple. And this is devil worship. They are literally, this is ultimately devil worship. Now, it's deceptive, okay? They want to be as deceptive about it as possible, but it's devil worship. And this whole Illuminati thing can be like a whole separate reading, but are these people at this Google meeting, are they trying to bring about a new world order, a one world government, dissolve all the national borders? Okay, and for instance, who's doing that? AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and her crew, whatever they're called. They want to, dissolve the national borders, eliminate ICE, all border protection, one world religion, one world currency. Are these folks trying to bring about this one world, new world order? Is that what they're up to? Because I think somebody's trying to do that, and I think they're using these people to do that, whether they realize it or not, because there's a lot of deception involved. Okay, and the cognitive dissonance of everything that they're doing is so extreme. And cognitive dissonance, it's hypocrisy. Okay, they're talking about climate change, and they're destroying the environment and living so lavishly that it's really offensive. Okay, but they're talking about climate change, and they say things like, you need to do better. Okay, you need to stop using plastic straws. And yet they put in one meeting, they put 800 tons of extra carbon emissions into the air in one meeting. Okay, they do this at the temple of Hera. Okay, motherhood, family, fidelity, and children. They're aborting the children, and they're even committing infanticide and trying to make that law. There is no marriage anymore because of these people. Okay, the divorce rate is around 85%. The real divorce rate in America is around 85%. That's not marriage. These are the people who are doing this. Okay. It's just all cognitive dissonance. Okay. I should have wrote my question down first. Are they actively trying to bring about the one world government and everything? Step by step, over the long haul, bad intentions. 11 and 10, six hearts, karmic relationship. Now, the number of the devil, the number of the beast is 666. Okay, 6 is not a bad card. 6 is about relationships. The 6s are all relationships. Okay, and here in the center we have 6 spades and 6 hearts, and we have 4 hearts, all relationship cards. Okay, nothing wrong with relationships. Relationships are very critical to humans and to animals. That's so key. So it's all about the relationships over the long term, but step by step, they are poisoning all of the relationships and the families and the people and the environment. Okay, God's plan, if you've read the Bible, he sets up the world based on family and God and community. Okay, and then people group. Okay, and then country. Okay, that's how he sets it up. The West is set up on money, and the family and the people group and God are all being destroyed, and that's what this is showing. Okay, this system that we have in the West and in America and in England is not based on the biblical model. It's completely opposed to it, and that's what they're doing. They're working all the relationships. So it's a very small card spread to address this, but yes, they are poisoning all of the relationships. That is specifically what they're doing over the long term, step by step by step by step. And that's how they're accomplishing their goals of one world government, one world religion, or no religion. Okay, and it's I want to use the word ironic, that John Lennon sings that song, no religion, no wars, no government. That's the Illuminati. That's what they're doing. And it just sounds so wonderful because John Lennon is singing it. But it's not wonderful. It's hell. Okay, and that's what these people are doing. Why didn't Meghan come? Okay, Meghan, this is Meghan's natural environment. This is all she wants out of life, is to rub elbows with these people, these Illuminati people, and spend ridiculous amounts of money and dump carbon into the air and virtue signal. That's what she wants to do. Why wasn't she there? Why wasn't Meghan there? I find that very strange. All right. Can we see that? Yeah. So why was Meghan absent? Magi, Fox, karmic relationship, coffin. Coffin is sickness or hiding or staying at home. 13 and 12, 25, 31, which is 8 clubs, city, carefully manifesting these relationships from in secret. Meghan she's the Magi. She is the Magi here, and she's the Fox. 2 very powerful, both magic cards, by the way. These are great magic cards. This is more male form magic. This is more female form magic. But both great magic cards. She is manifesting all this from behind the scenes. She's pulling the strings. That's what the cards want to tell me. Why wasn't she there? I don't know. But she's doing all of this. Meghan is behind all of this. She's the puppet master. She's the marionette, pulling the strings of the marionette. All right. Let's review. Just a lot of stuff going on here. So why is Harry here? Well, this is just very straight. This mini says he's committed to giving a message about the environment. Let's love the environment, the good environment. He's an angel with his halo on. He's representing the royal family, and he's very committed. But here in the underlying, we have deception, lies, the snake in the Garden of Eden. Okay, things are not what they appear, but on the surface, he's an angel. On the surface, he's talking about climate change, but really, everything they're doing is completely in contradiction to what they're saying. All of their words are in absolute contradiction to what they're saying. It's all a sham. It's all a deception. Okay, so it's interesting. This shows very clean. This initial mini, why is he here? It shows very clean, very honest, very straightforward, except for this snake hiding in the background. And that's really what's going on. Are Meghan and Harry expecting to be cut off? Because it looks like they're being cut off by Charles, and in the last spread that I did, it looks like the queen is really right. She's sitting on the fence about to cut them off. She's not decided to cut them off, but she may cut them off. And they're moving into 6 rooms in Buckingham Palace under the queen. Okay, so Harry is actively, he's very aware of this. He sees it all coming, and he's trying to move into the next situation for him. So yeah, are they expecting to be cut off? Yes. And Harry is taking steps to make sure that he gets to keep going and doing what he does. He doesn't want to go get a job or anything. Okay. Are they setting up a separate foundation? The public image in the world, they're setting up, they're working everything together. Yeah, in front of all the people. And here in the underlying, this is the end of their current situation. They're reacting to the end of the situation, being cut off. So yeah, he's moving into this group of people. He's moving from the royals into this Illuminati wealthy group of people in case they cut him off. That's exactly what he's doing. Okay, Hera, what is the spiritual tenor? Those cast out of the kingdom of God. Okay, that's the 8 spades. And the devil, love of the devil. This is devil worship. And, I'm just being blunt with you. This is devil worship. And it's deception. Do they all realize? Katy Perry does. She says things that she seems to realize. Okay, but this is real devil worship. It's not a mistake that they are worshiping at a pagan temple. And what would be even better and more appropriate is that they all go up there and have sex on that pagan temple, because they love to do that too. Okay, so are they setting up the one world government? Yeah. And it's all about the relationships, destroying all of the relationships. So this Temple of Hera is the perfect symbol. Why was Meghan absent? She's pulling all the strings behind the scenes. I'm not sure why she's not there, but she's pulling all the strings behind the scenes. She is the Magi. She's the master of what's going on here. That's your royalty today. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Please feel free to like, share.